Dad, I've been pondering the evolution of modern technology. Do you ever wonder how these devices like smartphones actually came to be? I mean, what's the real story behind their development?
Well, Stewie, it's pretty fascinating. The first concept of a smartphone actually dates back to the late 20th century. In 1992, IBM introduced the Simon Personal Communicator, which combined a mobile phone with a touchscreen and PDA functions. It was the first device to integrate calling with apps, though it was bulky and limited. Over the years, advancements in microprocessors, battery tech, and miniaturization allowed engineers to pack more power into smaller devices.
Wait, so the first smartphone was essentially a chunky phone with a touchscreen. That's impressive, but how did we go from that to the sleek, multi-functional devices we see now?
Great question. After the Simon, the real game changer was the introduction of the iPhone in 2007. Apple incorporated capacitive touchscreens, which used a thin layer of conductive material to detect finger input more accurately. They also combined an intuitive interface, multi-touch gestures, and a powerful mobile OS. This allowed developers to create apps that could do almost anything. Navigation, gaming, social media, even complex tasks like editing photos.
I see, but how do these devices process so much information so quickly? I mean, what's happening at a micro level?
Inside these phones, you've got a system on a chip, which is basically a tiny computer on a single chip. It combines a CPU, GPU, memory controllers, and other essential components. For example, the A15 Bionic chip has multiple cores. Performance cores handle heavy tasks like gaming or video editing, while efficiency cores manage lighter chores to conserve power.
That's extraordinary. So it's like a tiny supercomputer in my pocket. But how do they manage to connect to networks so fast and reliably?
That's thanks to sophisticated radio technologies. Modern smartphones use multiple network standards like 4G LTE and now 5G. 5G especially uses higher frequency bands, which allow for faster data transfer rates, think gigabits per second, and lower latency, so responses are almost instantaneous. The phone's radio chips switch between different bands seamlessly, and massive MIMO antenna arrays help improve signal strength and reduce interference.
My mind is genuinely boggled. I had no idea these tiny devices were so complex beneath the surface. Honestly, I almost feel like I'm talking to a tech encyclopedia.
Well, Stewie, I do like to keep up with the tech world. You know, I've read a lot about the history of computing and wireless tech, just enough to impress the family at parties.